Greetings. What's going on, family? What's up to my prosperity powerhouses? My manifestation masters, what's good? As you can see, I'm out getting it in this morning already in beautiful Baton Rouge, Louisiana right now. Getting my walk on. Today I want to have a conversation with y'all, yes, while I'm walking, about, you hear the phrase all the time, that health is wealth. We're going to get into that a little bit right now. Welcome to Access to Wealth. I'm your girl, Kamitra Atkinson. Thought it was a perfect conversation to have, considering I'm out here getting my walk on for the morning. Health truly is wealth, people. I tell people all the time, clients that I deal with in life coach, everybody has a different definition of what wealth is. You have to define what wealth is to you. Now, when people talk about health is wealth, this is just my take on it. I mean, you could see a wealthy person, we see wealthy person all the time, and they're not healthy, you know? I mean, shoot, you got billionaires, millionaires, got crazy money, but not healthy. So I say that to say this. For me, my perspective is you need to be wealthy in all areas of your life, not just financially. You need to be wealthy, mind, spirit, body, and soul. You know, it's not just a physical thing. It's not just a financial thing. You need to be emotionally and spiritually, physically, mentally well balanced and wealthy to live an abundant and prosperous life. You can have all the money in the world and your body is full of disease. That's not wealth. On a spiritual note, the universe gave you this body, which I like to refer to as this temple. You only got one this go round. Again, this is how I define wealth and how it relates to me. You only got one temple this go around. And if you cannot take care of this physical temple, which is the lowest vibrational frequency, the lowest energy of your essence, is the physical part of you. That's the lowest part of your essence. That's the lowest part of your being altogether, is the physical body. Okay? If you can't take care of this physical body, the lowest part of yourself, the universe sees that. How are you going to manage to take care of and be wealthy in all other areas of your life if you cannot be wealthy and take care of this temple on this very low vibrational frequency that you have with this temple? You can't even take care of it. The universe sees that. And everybody knows, well, not everybody, but a lot of people know my story. 2008, I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Most of it was just stress, work-related, and a lot of it was just not taking care of my temple. 2016. Well, let me back up a little bit. I cut out eating pork before I even got diagnosed with diabetes. All right? Cut out eating beef right after I got diagnosed with diabetes, because I know that I'm a vegan, but I do know pork is one of the nastiest meats to eat. And red meat is bad for you all the way around, because it takes so long to digest. It takes your body 48 to 72 hours to digest red meat. That's why when you eat red meat, it's like you can't budge, you can't move, you're stuck. You got the itis, as they say. So, went down to chicken, poultry, fish. Was still diabetic, healthier diabetic. But then I started a more spiritual journey. Came into, a different aspect of my life where I wanted to learn how to operate in my higher self and connect myself with the universe. That was the beginning of my journey when I started to, within myself, define what wealth is to me, which is not just financially. I want to be wealthy in all areas of my life. Somebody hooked me up to Dr. Sebi. Okay? So, when I started watching Dr. Sebi, rest in power, King. Thank you for the jewels that you bestowed upon us. Dr. Sebi, S-E-B-I. Hooked me up on Dr. Sebi. I got his nutritional guide. 6 months. In 2016. I went vegan and followed his guide for 6 months. Went back to my doctor who had told me that it was impossible for me to get rid of diabetes. And looked at me and laughed and said, "What are you trying to do? Come off all your medicine." 6 months later, I showed up in her office. If anybody knows anything about diabetes, 6 months previous to that, I had a 7.4 A1C. Follow Dr. Sebi's nutritional guide. When I say to the T, I'm going to say probably 95% of the time I followed it. Showed up in her office. Did an A1C. My A1C went from a 7.4 to a 5.3 in 6 months. Blood pressure with no medicine was down to 138. It was at 138 over 88, which we've got lied to. A normal blood pressure is 140 over 90. It's not 120 over 80. 140 over 90 is a normal blood pressure according to American Medical Association years ago. But that's my story. In the process of all that, came off all of my meds. She had to take me off all of my meds instantly. No more diabetes, no more high blood pressure, no more high cholesterol. In the process of that, without working out. Didn't even work out this 6 months. Dropped 70 pounds without working out. That's my story. Little squirrel. Hey, little squirrel. That's my story. So when I say define your wealth, spiritually, mentally, physically, you need to define wealth on every level of your being. Every level. Now, I went vegan for the health reasons, but as I continued on my spiritual journey, y'all know I'm a very spiritual person. I try to operate in my higher self. But I also found out that when you eat meat, animals are killed fearful, angry, upset, and in a very hostile situation. The animals that people eat. And their blood, energy can only be transferred. It can't be destroyed. So that energy that you're eating from that hostile, angry, upset animal just transferred into your DNA every time you eat meat. I'm not trying to convert nobody over to nothing. I'm just telling y'all my journey of defining what is wealth to me. So that's the spiritual aspect of it. So for those of you who want to live more abundant, want a better life, even financially, I even realized once I started taking care of my temple, my body, like I was supposed to, that my alignment with the universe in other areas of my life, financially, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, just soared like a rocket. Just because I took that initial step to define wealth, what is wealth to me, outside of just the financial aspect, and I took that first step to take care of this temple that we call our body and make sure that it is in alignment with the universe. Again, because this is the lowest frequency, the lowest vibrational part of us is our physical body. everything else started falling into place. I started to meditate more. I started to spend time with self more. Get up in the mornings and try to spend 30 minutes to an hour either meditating, writing gratitudes, or just sitting being mindful of my thoughts. But once you get yourself aligned in what wealth is to you, and like I said, this is my journey, everything else will fall into line. Financial prosperity started falling into place for me after I did that. Everything started aligning. I tell you people all the time, you just got to take that first step. Once you take that first step in the right direction, the universe will knock you up 2 more steps, and then you take another one. But you want financial abundance, you want money, you want wealth. First step, define what is wealth to you. Second step, make sure that in that journey of becoming wealthy, you also know that being wealthy means to take care of this temple, this body that you were blessed to have on this journey that you're here right now. Third, map it out and get a plan. Y'all know I'm firm about the law of attraction. I know how heavy it is, and I know how it works. I speak to all my weight loss and me not being on diabetes medicine anymore. I spoke that into my life using the law of attraction. All my wealth in every area of my life. Do I have more to go? Absolutely. But I'm telling y'all, my prosperity is going through the roof every day. I'm getting blessings every single day just because I define what wealth is to me. I define what rich is to me. And when I got in that alignment, it started falling into place in every aspect, spiritually, mentally, financially, emotionally. Life is great, people. And sometimes we take some hits. I take a hit every now and then. But it takes me a hot second to get myself back in alignment. So if I have nothing else to say to you today, if you didn't get nothing else, you need to sit down with yourself and define what wealth is to you. And remember, you got to be in alignment and in that frequency of wealth in every aspect. Not just financially. You want the finance, you got to get all the other areas in alignment with the wealth frequency from the universe at the same time. All right? I'm going to go on and get these 2 or 3 miles in. Y'all know the business. Prosperity, abundance, and wealth is knocking at your door. It's up to you to let them in. Hey, y'all better say it with me, because y'all know the deal. And man, when I tell you I believe this, man, this life is good. This your girl, Kamitra Atkinson. Access to wealth. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.